Another unwanted record set by this group of Liverpool players. We are humbled at home by lowly Fulham, a team fighting relegation, and they came to Anfield and they played like they had full of confidence. They played like they knew they could get a result, and we go down without going down swinging. 1-0 at home. The 11 hours, I believe now, without a goal from open play in football. The team selection, we can talk about how James Milner stayed on the pitch as long as he did. I don't understand. Mohamed Salah needs to accept responsibility for that opening goal, and we were outfought, out-hustled and outworked yet again at times, and kept going back to the same pathetic ball, the same balls down the line, the same shit that we've seen over and over again that hasn't worked for the past 6 games in the league, and it won't work for the next 6 games in the league. I'm going to go through this as quick as I can, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm up against it from a time perspective today, but make no bones about it, we are an absolute free fall at this moment in time, and there are going to be people who want to lay the finger of blame in different directions. Some people at the manager, some people at the players, some people at the owners. The truth for me probably lies somewhere in the middle of it all. Jurgen Klopp absolutely has some questions to answer on his team selection, on how long he leaves the substitutions, but equally those players have a lot to answer for, because they're dining out off reputations, they're not putting the work rate in, and they're not going through the wall for us. They're not running through the wall that they've ran for all those years, or ran through for all those years. I am flabbergasted, I am embarrassed, I am fuming, I am disappointed, and I'm sure you all feel the exact same. It's not the time to be calling for the manager's head, in my opinion. I believe Jurgen Klopp has earned the right to build his second team, but that being said, he hasn't got a veneer that we can't question. He hasn't got carte blanche to just keep making silly decisions, because James Milner was horrendous. James Milner gave the ball away time and time again. Mohamed Salah dicking around on the edge of a penalty area when he should have just hooked the ball over his shoulder has come back to cost us. Fulham took their chance, they buried it, fair play to them. They wanted it more than us. They kept attacking us down that left side. Lookman was having us on toast there at times, and we looked blunt, devoid of ideas, and looked like we were never going to create. I mean, pumping balls into the box yet again, hoping for what? That one lucky break that never comes, hasn't come in 6 weeks. We tested the keeper, I think, maybe once, twice in the second half. Diogo Jota forced a very good save from Areola. Other than that, the delivery was terrible. When he brought Trent on, his delivery was terrible. The set pieces were terrible. And the goal came again from us giving away a needless free kick on a wide area, and we don't learn our lessons. Milner did it in the second half, gave away another one in a similar position. It's just rinse and repeat. It's the same thing, the same problems, and again, an absolute lack of solutions. So we'll go through the 11. We know that Jurgen Klopp maybe wanted to rest up Fabinho a little bit because he's only coming back from injury, but then he brings him on in midfield for the last part of the game. Should have been far earlier. He pulls Gini Wijnaldum off when at least he looked like he had energy. Milner did nothing. Milner should have been off. Mane should have been on earlier on. Curtis Jones finished the game sitting on the bench yet again. Why take off a right back and bring on another right back when we're chasing the game? It doesn't make sense. You need to bring on attacking players. We need to try pin Fulham in. Why aren't we breaking balls down the line and pulling them back to the edge of the box for third man runs? Why aren't we trying little 1-2s on the deck? Everything we do seems to be at least chest height or waist height, and it's meat and drink for those defenders. It was meat and drink for Christensen. It was meat and drink for those Fulham defenders again today. We are absolutely an embarrassment, and those players should be hanging their fucking heads in shame, because you can't go from the level we've gone through with Liverpool Football Club to the heights we know these guys are capable of. We understand there's going to be a drop-off, but there's a drop-off and there's an absolute embarrassment, and that was nothing short of an embarrassment yet again. All we ask for as fans, we will forgive a lot if we see effort and work rate. I've seen too many people pulling out of 50-50s. I've seen too many people being easily pushed off the ball, and too many people looking for excuses and to point fingers of blame. These boys need to step up, they need to own this problem, and they need to understand that they're playing on behalf of millions and millions of people around the world that would die to wear that shirt, that would die to be in their position, and they need to start remembering that very quickly, or they need to be shown the door in the summer, and ruthlessly shown the door, because you don't dine out off reputations. You're only as good as your last performance, and our last 6 performances at home have been nothing short of an embarrassment to this football club. They've set records for points over the years. They've set records for clean sheets and other things. Well, now they've set a record for being the only time in the history of Liverpool Football Club since 1892 that we have lost 6 league games in a row at home. 6 league games in a row is a fucking embarrassment. And that's not like we were playing Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, fucking top team week after week. We had Fulham today. Fulham! Who were fighting relegation. And we don't even match them for effort. Now, wherever you decide the finger of blame lies, that's up to you. We all see things in different ways. I have my take, you have your take, and I respect all of your opinions. But please don't come on here today and tell me to get behind the boys. Please don't come on here today and tell me any of the cringy this means more bullshit that we've had to put up with. Because it doesn't mean more. It means more to me, it means more to you. But seemingly, it's not meaning as much to those boys out there on the pitch. Because they're not putting in the hard yards. You have to match teams for effort and work rate in the Premier League, or you will get nothing. And yet again today, we were found wanting, and Fulham took their opportunity, and to be quite honest, they never looked like losing the game when they went 1-0 up, and we're the architects of our own downfall once again. Our manager, far too stubborn. Half time, what would Mourinho have done in that scenario? What would Ole Gunnar Solskjaer have done in that scenario? What would other managers who know that it's shit or get off the pot time, that it's full duck or no dinner time, that it's time to absolutely go out there and go balls out because 1 point ain't good enough? They would have made changes. They would have had to cop on to know that they're being let down by the players on the pitch and that some players need to go off and attacking talent needs to go on. We had a strong enough bench today that could and should have changed that game, but yet again we're left here scratching our heads in frustration of how we can go 11 hours without a goal from open play in the Premier League at home. It is a disgrace and it is not good enough. It is the most pathetic defence of a title that I've seen from any Premier League side, and I'm not somebody who's going to accept hiding behind injuries. I'm not somebody who's going to accept burnout. There's a whole culmination of factors, but all we want first and foremost is effort, commitment, and players to run into the ground for that shirt, and that is unacceptable, and that is what we're seeing, and that's what annoys me the most. Because I get dip in form, I get burnout, I get all of that, but I do not get, and I will never accept, a lack of heart, a lack of commitment, and a lack of fight for any player that puts on that Liverpool shirt. We'll forgive a lot, but we won't forgive half-arsed efforts, half-arsed tackles, being taken off the ball too easily, playing with a sulk on your face. This is Liverpool Football Club. You need to earn the right to wear that damn shirt, and these players, a lot of them, need to be shown the door in the summer, because you cannot dine out elf reputations, folks. Those days are over. Injuries is the main reason. It's one of the reasons, mate. But there's still, you still look at the group of players that are out there we have at our disposal today. Some World Cup winners, a lot of Champions League winners, Premier League winners that are out there and they're just fannying around, playing the ball side to side. They haven't got the balls to go around the outside, haven't got the balls to make commitment, make third man runs, pull the ball back to the edge of the box, try and switch up the angles of attack. Same shit over and over and over. Lumping in crosses from wide that defences will mop up all day long, and it is quite frankly giving us all a goddamn headache right now. And I'm not somebody who's just spitting my dummy out of the pram because we've lost. I have no problem losing to a better team, and I've no problem going out there and congratulating the team when we do lose, and congratulations to Fulham. My problem is always from inside. My problem is only what Liverpool do, and I cannot and will not accept that half-arsed attempt of a performance today. It's pathetic. Our back was up against the wall. We were humbled by City at home. We were humbled by Chelsea at home. We were beaten by Everton at home for the first time in 21 years in a derby, and they can't even go out there today and try and regain any resemblance of a fight for the top four. It's a joke, it's an embarrassment, and it's not good enough, and something needs to change. Whether it be the owners, whether it be investment, whatever it might be. It isn't working right now. We need to be ruthless. I'm behind the manager. I fully want Jurgen Klopp to get the chance to build his second squad, but I don't want him to show faith in players who've let him down for an entire season. He needs to be ruthless, he needs to act, and he needs to get the deadwood out. Shaqiri, gone. Milner, gone. Gini Wijnaldum, we know is going to go. Wouldn't mind him staying, but that's his decision. Chamberlain, gone. Matip, gone. Adrian, gone. These are just the tip of the iceberg of players. Grujic, gone. Wilson, gone. These players need to be gotten off the books because they're not good enough. That's my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm not holding back. I'm giving you the honest truth like I always do. I'm not spitting my dummy out. I don't want to begrudge Fulham a win. I've said to you before, Scott Parker has these guys believing in playing football and fighting, and that's the least you need. The Premier League takes no prisoners. You can't come out and put in half-arsed performances. You need to be at it every single week or the results will go against you. And I'm interested to hear what the manager has to say in his press conference. But my God, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done. I am done looking at that shite week after week. I am done with excuses. I'm done with the manager not coming out and calling it as it is. Just say it, mate. Just say it. They let you down. They fucked you over. They don't deserve to wear the shirt. They're run out. They've had their time. Admit it. Say it. Don't come out and say, I've seen some good things. I've seen bits of this. We weren't good in the final. We know that. We've seen that, mate. We've seen that week after week. Just come out and say what we're all saying. Some of these lads are living off reputations and I'm going to be ruthless in the market and these lads are gone. Just say it, because it's what we all want to hear. Yeah, maybe by some miracle we can win the Champions League. It would be a miracle based off the form we have. But my God right now, I'm getting fed up of this shit. You cannot go and play for Liverpool Football Club and not put effort in. And that is unacceptable. And I will never accept it, even if we win the game 10-0. I want us to fight for every fucking ball. I want us to go out there and go through players, put in challenges, let them know you're there. It's our gaff. It's our gaff. And people are coming and basically sticking two fingers up at us and going, Liverpool, record, fortress, fuck you. We're going to leave with the 3 points. And yet again, Fulham did that today. Not good enough, my friends. Not good enough. I'm sorry, I have a couple of super chats I need to get through. I support Klopp 100%, but I'm struggling to see how he's going to turn this around. Also, Mane's form is horrific. Looks like he doesn't even care. I think there was another one I have to get through as well. Jack Gill will be coming in with his match reaction as soon as I'm finished here, by the way, folks. Sorry, where was that one gone? What Craig just said in the last 7 minutes is what Liverpool needs to hear. Well said, brother. Look, people are going to slag me off on social media. People are going to call me a half fan. I don't give a fuck. If this doesn't hurt you as much as it's hurting me, then you know what? I feel for you. Opposition fans have every right to call us Banter FC, Loserpool, whatever the hell they want, because we are a laughing stock. We need to sort this out from within. And every Liverpool fan around the world right now should be feeling the pain that I'm feeling and feeling the anger that I'm feeling, because that is pathetic. Pathetic from a group of players who we know and we have seen achieve a whole lot more. It isn't just down to injuries, it's down to mentality, it's down to attitude, it's down to not giving 100% on the pitch, and that, my friends, is simply unacceptable. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've had my say. I'm going to answer a couple of quick questions and then I'm going to head off and let Jack do his post-match show. I'll be heading straight over to Mundo Sporto to do a watch-along of the Manchester Derby, and I hope you can join me for that one over there. Look, any of the opposition fans in bantering us, have at it. We deserve to be bantered. That was pathetic. Worst title defence ever? Yes, probably. Can't disagree with it. It hurts me to say it. It breaks my heart to admit it, but it is pathetic. We were 5 points clear at the top of the league in December, and now look at us. We're what? 8th? Something like that now? I don't know if I haven't even looked at the league table yet. But we ain't getting Champions League football, and it will be a goddamn miracle to win the Champions League the way we're playing. Would you give Origi another chance? No, I wouldn't even let Origi clean the boots at this point. I'd just tell Origi to just go sit up in the very end of the stand and just wave. I'm a City fan and can't wait for the watch-along. Cheers for that. Are you going to apologise to Barcelona? For what? Bitch slapping them? No. I think Barcelona need to apologise to their fans, mate, for the massive financial mismanagement of their football club, which has been an embarrassment to me as somebody who is a Barcelona fan aside from Liverpool. So I'm as angry about Barcelona as the rest of the world. Support your local, Craig, you plastic. Support my nuts, mate. How about that? You xenophobic piece of shit. Anyway, look, folks, I'm going to move on. Respect from a United fan. Thank you. I've always called it as I've seen it. I don't hold back. I don't hold my punches. I say it as it is. If people don't like it, they've every right not to watch. But I'm not going to hold my punches and I'm not going to just blow smoke up people's ass. That wasn't good enough. You know it wasn't good enough. I know it wasn't good enough. The manager certainly knows it wasn't good enough. And each and every one of those players needs to hang their head in shame and realise that they don't deserve to put that jersey on at this moment in time. They don't deserve it one bit. I'm absolutely fuming. Absolutely fucking fuming. Right, ladies and gents, Jack Gill's going to be here now with his post-match reaction show. I'm going to head straight over and do the Manchester Derby on Mundo Sporto. I apologise that you all had to sit through that, and I don't mean what I've said, I mean that performance. I hope I see you soon. I love each and every one of you. Try your best to have a good weekend. No matter who you support, I wish love and prosperity and happiness to all of your families. Hit that subscribe button before you head off. Lots of love to you all. I'll chat to you soon. I'm very sorry I'm this angry, but it's honestly how I feel.